Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, offer to a one we've gone on crossing in the woods to the north. It is a Lemontart here with a double scout weapon support from the start here on with the United States of America. In this case, the United States of weapon support 130 cals here with the US 3rd Armored Division. In the south, it is Tushkan here fighting for the German army. Deutschland here with the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division Hoch- Deutschmeister Troop Pioneers into breakthrough. First 30 cal there for Lemontart. And certainly on a map like this, crossing on the much 30 cal of course become even more exceptionally handy because the map does have a lot of, bottlenecks and choke points, making it easier to bottle up the enemy machine guns. So that certainly looks like that's going to be on the table here. We'll have to, of course, how Tushkan responds to this. But as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big thank you for commenting and liking on them. After I mentioned with the YouTube algorithm, keep the cat from biting off my fingers. So we've got some gears for Lemontart. Possibly either to lay down mines, or perhaps he's concerned about very early mines out of his opponent. Certainly, I'd say both of those options are on the table to be concerned about. There you go. First shots here. Grenadier spotting the 30 cal. Gets off a volley. Think it's heavy cover here. Close shave. That's safe for Tushkan. Volley in this case actually having to suppress the Grenadier squad. Though he's still not being suppressed by it, as they could just basically see it and shoot them. Apparently all that far down there. I remember when they nerfed the machine guns line of sight in Coh3 because that was a problem. You could see that far on its own. Anyways, Pioneers pushing eastwards here. Looks like he can now withdraw here, and definitely I think should withdraw with the Grenadiers rather than stuck here. I don't think that's particularly constructive here for him. Well, I think he missed an opportunity. Pioneers on the flank here. Now the Grenadiers put hit for Tushkan. East up, Pioneers still off here with the scouts. Second, 30 cal there for Lemontart. And Tushkan again, he's just already lost any initiative momentum. He's just seemingly forgotten about the Grenadiers, which is great for his opponent. This is not ideal there for Tushkan. His Grenadiers effectively set up waiting half a minute to almost a minute. Just stuck up there versus an opponent when there's so much else to be doing with them. So bit weak there, opening hill ready for Tushkan. Again, highlights just the power of the 30 cal due to its ability to, basically shrug off damage. Combined, of course, the way they distribute damage across targets, which of course means, even if you catch a 30 cal out of position, it's very difficult to punish it. That's the Wehrmacht in the early game. Could of course consider Morton, so nothing that we could pick here. But he needs to get into heavy cover, and not run into the fire of the 30 cal here. Now, I'm not entirely sure how Tushkan is handling this. Definitely awkwardly, I would be the descriptive use here. There you go, gets the 30 cal. Need to get troops in there. Too slow to move in again. Tushkan's responses here, I feel are very much a bit sluggish here, which is great for Lemontart. And Tushkan is so generously just allowing him to just get away with this, because had he just timed this overall better, boom, he could have probably grabbed that 30 cal. But instead, because Tushkan just for some reason keeps just sort of, I don't know, losing all tempo momentum at every possible step here, Lemontart could just kind of get away with some, quite frankly, sloppy 30 cal play. They're allowing the Pioneers to effectively wipe the 30 cal. Wasn't exactly a great display there from Lemontart either. So Tushkan, the unfortunate thing, is slipping a bit here. Moving up the east side here. He needs fuel points, but he's definitely starting to get there. And again, the constant threat into cutoff point is not helping out here Tushkan either. Got a Pioneer going for deep flank. Now that's nice to see. Thumbs up, though, would be helpful if you had flame for upgrade. Pushing the east side, running the other 30 cal. Medic station lane for him. Pioneer's going for the 30 cal. Again, very nice flank, honestly, by Tushkan. Very nice. Grenadiers pushing forward. The other Grenadiers go just sitting back here. Northy Grenadiers in trouble. Got 431 500. We got a half trick as well for Lemontart. Very much a follow up here as well, of course, on the 30 cal spam. Spam with the 30 cal build. Which of course is the other element that just makes the 30 cals so popular with USF players, because not only have the 30 cals, you theoretically have bazooka teams, but also you didn't have access to very easily a light vehicle. You don't need to build another building once you got the cap nut, you just start going for half tracks. And that's really just something that provides 30 cal spam strategies this really robust element, because you just it becomes much tougher to, like, you know, catch them off guard and pressure them when they can quickly follow up with light vehicles to further hit you back. So depending on how well they play off, of course, their early 30 cals, you can really, like, you know, find yourself in a tough spot very quickly. Got a scout team release there. Thumbs up to Tushkan. Breakthrough select. I mean, he's got some map control, but obviously that's about to get shut down here with the roll of the half-track with a flamethrower team in it. As Lemontart is going for heavy weapons, opening up 48 quote assault half-tracks. And he's bringing, got MP40s on the way. They're definitely not a great timing. It's obviously needs a Panther here, which, wow, did next to no damage somehow. How much health does the thing have? 400? What? 400?
Isolated. We have been cut off. Commandant, territory sector lost.
What? On Earth? 400 health on this thing. That's like more than most armored cars.
2-centimeter flak gun and crew deployed.
Anyways, Flak Friday up for Tushkan is gone for company. That's just not good. He's really questionable, honestly. Isak up Pani is pushing up here, Flak Friday getting the heavily armored Flak 30. Much heavily armored than some Flak 30s obviously would have been in the actual war. 400. That's just 200 points away from having the same health level as a Panther too. That's like insanely spongy, like a light vehicle like that. When he's about to get wiped out there, after withdrawing eastwards, grabbing the points in the east with Pioneers, got the half gun move here, Pioneers. I mean, doing some work. I mean, Tushkan is none of this battle, this steadily getting back in control of the map here. Really pushing, you know, Lemontart on the defensive, despite his 400 health half-track. 30 cal, they're almost done here for Lemontart.
Half-track infantry are awaiting deployment.
Third remaining position. Definitely going to need some more firepower. Okay, we got mechanized assault group lined up. Going to go for his 251 half-track, which does not have 1 of health last I checked. Nor does it allow troops to fire out of it, which definitely is also like, you know, I really have to raise an eyebrow. Like, a half you can fire out of, for some reason, is also extra durable. So 402 versus 486. We have a good leading casualty, or minor lead casualties for Tushkan. He's definitely doing a fairly good job in that Lemontart, so thumbs up to that. I'm surprised at the MP40 Grenadiers. Like, they just, you know, I still don't think very good. Maybe the Grenade Assault somehow got buffed and we didn't mention it. I mean, that might make it better if, like, the Grenade Assault is at least worth half of them. There you go, Mechanized Assault Group. That said, obviously, not going to help too much directly against it. They can upgrade to Stummel, which isn't going to make it help either, but it's a start. Like, fighting with eastwards, see, I mean, he could, I suppose, try and grab it with the half-track, Todo towards where he needs it. Anto Flak 30s with the 251, it's just, you know, very rarely seen. But it is something you can do. On the EC being covered up with the half-track, nice save there by Tushkan.
Sector now under enemy control.
Well, we can't check it because, you know, it's crude. I mean, I guess it's still the same as the upgraded version, so should roughly give you an idea there. 320, 400. That's a bit of a gap, eh? Particularly again if you have to, like, expend Panther on it. That's a, you know, big difference, so they can really ensure, like, you just absorb, you know, a lot more before it's substance damage. And, you know, nice use of smoke here by Tushkan. Got 50 cals on the way over to Lemontart. 50 cal flanking up here as well. We've got 2 50 cals out here for Lemontart. Playing them quite aggressively out, and then obviously they can work out, but it backfires. That could become a nice tool there for the German army. There you go, 50 cal flanking the Flak 30. Stossman will come in to flank the 50 cal here. West side Germans choosing getting a bit messy as well here. At least it's a lot more fluid and active of a match than I would have figured for something just like going for a lot of machine gun teams. And I figured they've been a lot more static. But Tushkan is playing actively and so is Lemontart. So I mean, 2 thumbs there. I mean, if I have to deal with, machine gun heavy builds, at least, them be interesting in terms of how they're actually positioning and maneuvering their stuff, not just 2 people like, trading insults. Oh, barely getting a move on. Right, 30 down here, we got 2 assault half-tracks out here for Lemontart. This feels like he just kind of went, you know what, these things are pretty damn tough, unupgraded, and just decided to go with it. And so far it's working out surprisingly well. Coming in there, decent hit. Try for a veteran's one-shot, so doesn't even use sword. Looks like he's going to front in here for the Stug. I think it's going to be an excellent choice. He's maintaining a good map control. In fact, he's got a victory upon lead of his opponent, though. Obviously, it's an old smooth sailing here, courtesy of these 3 half-tracks.
Rapid production protocols are in effect.
Rapid production, we got advanced logistics for cheap reinforcements here for Lemontart. So, Tushkan here, they're not too far from the Stu. That's a Vibrant, obviously. Just used to break through Panzer Grenadier commies lately. So, it's obviously going to be a Vibrant here, which will certainly be a problem here for Lemontart. I suppose the icon there for the upgrade is a Stu, so,
Victory point is under enemy control.
Just a bit me being too in the habit of enjoying people going for the Panzer Grenadier company. German levels the bazooka team. The bazooka team just withdraws.
Pioneer infantry killed.
And a Pioneer squad they're taken down by the M3 half-track. More flamethrowers here for Lemontart. Being hard here on the armoured infantry tactics. We're giving away the Tushkan. Note the US armoured infantry rifle squad, that was the thing. It was basically just a bunch of riflemen with a bazooka. They didn't have any light machine guns. They meant to rely on machine guns up to half-tracks.
Victory point lost.
There you go. Got the blinding shot here. And of us, though, not enough to actually damage the end. We do have the people arriving on the scene here. And only 1 bazooka team for not least take Lemontart. He might find himself there at the mercy. We've got another bazooka team on the way there, though. Half-track looks like it may just escape the flak panzer here. Or... no, looks like it doesn't. Like it does not.
The adversary is trying to take one of our points.
Electric punish 2 as the Engineers, but fallen 2 as the Team 26. And upgrade bazookas over here, of course, on the way for Lemontart to make things tough here for Tushkan's armor and vehicles.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish a
Point again being
connection.
threatened here, and far east, we got Stossman could flank, and actually, he could possibly pop a grenade assault on the 50 cal here before Lemontart reacts. But I think he's too careful on the west side to actually realize he might have a chance of that, which could quickly result in... oh, it just dropped in there, which... that's going to work out as well to an extent of this. It's going to force it away pretty safely. 50 cal in trouble. Got it. Got it, but you're right, Engineers right. Oh, he's recruiting it here because he's in the half-tank ability. Going to fold up here with infantry in the wake of the Dividend here. But maybe any chance to grab it, so... again, you see these slight gaps in Tushkan when it comes to, like, exploiting opportunities. There's always just that, like, half a second to seconds moment delay there before, like, realizes, oh yeah, I could exploit this. But then the opportunity mostly is already, like, close again faster than you can actually, like, utilize anything about it. Still, he's maintaining good map control this battle. He's denying his opponent a lot of victory points. Definitely needs to be mindful of the bazooka teams.
Confirm. Enemy have
Far you still got the half-track and the news going here for this one. I saw something in the back. And he's been against the bazooka teams. I mean, I'm impressed with Lemontart's use of the half-tracks, even if, again, I do think 400 health, like a half-track like that, is questionably excessive.
You have 3 command points at your disposal. Territory sector lost.
Again, I think this is something that all of the teams don't realize this because most people just used to upgrade them. So again, good on that Lemontart here. Almost got the half-track here, kaput. 1 and 2 to an 87. And more bazooka teams, very much standard with these types of builds. You know, machines with infantry, and then use the bazooka teams to cut, like, you know, cut like any gaps and issues that could arise by enemy armor and vehicles. These guys get clean out here by the Black Panther via the upper end. Taking blown that low by Tushkan. 1 and 2 is 269.
Don't go! Aim your rifle and fire! Taking MG fire!
Black Panther team got some stuff from around in the scene here. What is Tushkan planning next? There's a good question. Maybe another vehicle event here. Are there? Maybe another neck and assault with more Starstorm. He lost the 251 Stürmer. Technically the 251-9. On the left flank here, Lemontart and the Forces of Freedom Democracy have been hitting back hard. Even got fresh scouts for him.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
But Tushkan continues to just float manpower here.
Command points should be assigned when possible, Commandant.
I mean, it's certainly impossible. We might already be trying to stall for the Tiger tank, but going for the living, but definitely say trying to stall for the Tiger tank right now would be excessively questionable.
Wirbelwind on station.
Next, the Black Panther, number 1, got number 2 ready here to hunt down some Amerikaner and some armies. Starstorm pushing eastwards here, laden with ammunition and guns. But there you go, big push here by Lemontart eastwards. Assault Ingenuity in the half track, backed up by bazooka teams, 50 cals and scouts. Here Tushkan has not a lot to meet and cover the retreat here, but the Black Panther's inbound here at least. West side, other Black Panthers don't some exposed targets in the west. As while he does have several bazooka teams, not all over the place. And, oh yeah, definitely slip over Tushkan. Great opportunity for Lemontart, was exploited. Knocking out the Wirbelwind. Definitely a big slip here by Tushkan. Going for another Flak 30 as apparently the other one did get absolutely wrecked here by a satchel charge. All the way got destroyed. So, losing the Flak Pants like that was definitely painful there for Tushkan. Perhaps not respecting the bazooka team's anti-textile charge, perhaps forgetting it at one or just something else intervening. Who knows, but either way, take the ideal. Fear 93 with 214. And second Flak fighting ready for Tushkan, ready to avenge the one that got blown up. Cut off one again under 30. Fifth card of course being used effectively to lock down any defense of the point here. Black Panther starts something you need to do with the fifth caliber first though. I don't think it's going to be too far here for Tushkan. Fourth bazooka team.
We have territory cut off from supply.
Again, not too much of a surprise, and very much seems part and parcel of these types of builds. You just go for a lot of bazooka teams because they can blast up vehicles, armor in large numbers, and of course white phosphorus rockets can be used, you know, against like any potential support weapons or infantry that's causing enough trouble. So very effective at what they do, and that sounds like in a corrupt, like any, like, you know, problem such a build might otherwise have quite effectively. Chinese Cordy on the flank, quickly routed. 372 is 214. Thanks, double Black Panther here for Tushkan. Triple cap here from Lemontart. Should be able to try and at least somewhat close the gap here in terms of the victory points. Black Panther on the right flank here. They got bazooka and beam support. Starstorm diving in, he catching several bazooka teams in a very compromising position. Come on, Ludwig! Bring it to bears! They only have bazookas! They can't hit us! Lost us a time. There you go, half to rescue Black Panther coming in though. 30 joining in. Barely doing any damage to that.
5 command points
somehow.
Available.
Winsworth catching scout team via the western fuel point. We've got 339 with 214. Tushkan slowly moving towards Tiga now. Got a fuel cache up as well there, so he's clearly aiming for a Tiger tank now with this double flak panzer build here. We'll have to, of course, see what Lemontart is doing, though. We don't really have to guess a lot because it's clearly he's aiming for the Pershing, obviously. Which does make it interesting to an extent that Tushkan actually has gone this hard on the flak panzers and flak 30s. Obviously, simply because it does it in combat, but also, like, he's seeing the 50 cals. I mean, they're not exactly a big secret here that Lemontart's like, hiding up his sleeve. No, they're like quite literally up right in his face, shooting it off. And so for some reason, Tushkan here, base is calling out for a Tiger tank with no actual anti-tank weapons to talk about. Does raise some concerns. So that could become a rather significant advantage here for Lemontart to exploit, and if Tushkan just doesn't have like ways to like even provide a speed bump for the Pershings that they have to deal with. So definitely concerning. But again, as he starts from going for such a difficult, of course, while they don't get suppressed, it is worth keeping in mind here, not just before to explain, but when a unit is suppressed, it also briefly actually gets damage reduction. So if you're charging at a 50 cal like that, with an ability like that, you do have to keep in mind, you're going to take full damage from that. You can actually like quickly lose a unit if you like incautiously just charge in with your starts and a machine gun team like that. So, quick note there. That's not to say you shouldn't use it at all, but do keep that in mind, or you might make a big mistake. Lemontart, at least here, thankfully for Tushkan, is suffering some manpower bleeding, so he's easily able to go for the Pershing, but at the same time, it's also clearly not, too difficultly either. He can go for the Pershing. There you go. Got the command points forward. The East has the fuel at this point, it's just manpower. Email Tushkan. I mean, he's lacking both command points, fuel, and manpower to go for the Tiger tank.
Victory point lost.
In fact, his upgrade, I just noticed, all his grenadiers equal to MP40s, much to my significant surprise. Perhaps Tushkan is seeing something we others aren't, or perhaps he just thinks the MP40s are cool. That is technically a legitimate reason, I'm just, it's not one I recommend. I really want to go for MP40 grenadiers, I mean, I can't stop you. Black Panther 9 again, Bazooka team's just doing their part.
Black Panther and crew not responding.
There you go, Flag 30 being hit with white phosphorus again, highlighting just the sheer power and utility of the Bazooka team. And Swift Gal being pushed back and shredded.
Points awaiting use.
Very close to the Tiger tank, these command points were pushed on. But again, the issue is not just the manpower, but the fuel. Email Lemontart, despite everything else, is slowly advancing towards
the Eager Heavy Panzer is ours to deploy.
Pershing here.
Decisive, we've been spotted. The infantry are trying
39 on 11. I mean, at this point, Tushkan's best plan might just be to try and win on victory points the way things are going, because, again, if he's stalling for a Tiger tank, where his opponent's about to hit him with a Pershing, and he's like, at the very moment, probably 4 to 5 minutes away from the Tiger tank, that's gonna be a very, very bumpy ride here for the German army. So who bought a Panzerschreck? Anyone?
Is under enemy control.
It's a Panzer Abwehrkanone? Martyrs? Oh my god, we're gonna be tossed if the Americans appear as a Panzer. I mean, he might just try and do it, and maybe he can do it, but it's going to come at a very high cost here for Tushkan. It's going to come at an exceptionally high cost. Which means that when the Tiger finally does arrive, Tushkan's situation may not be quite as great to like fully leverage the Tiger tank. And even though like 3 bazooka teams left, like 3 bazooka teams and a Pershing can still be an immense threat to the Tiger tank easily. I mean, see, I've seen Tiger tanks just get like expect why the super team would that crazy. Now, without the Pershing, Tushkan's plan to go for the TIE tank still has some problems with it. There you go. Pershing tank has arrived, and again, I stress, Tushkan currently has no significant anti-tank assets. Like most we can muster is Panther Fast and theoretically buttoning it with a Flak 30. Beyond that, Tushkan just has no way of really halting the Pershing. Like, he can buy some time. Unfortunately for him, Lemontart seemingly is driving it straight to the Flak 30, which does buy here Tushkan the German army. The crucial moments needed to get the Tiger tank out. I imagine very desperately they called down the tank commander there. Ah, you the Americans got a Pershing on us, and we forgot our Panzerschrecks, so could you please get here now? There we go, Tiger tank nearly arrives there. Close call here. Very close call. Cash, they're about to get racked. At this point, it has sort of served its purpose, so while it certainly does stink a bit there for Tushkan, I mean, he's got his Tiger tank out just in time before Lemontart just completely tore that thing to pieces.
The enemy has cut us off. We have territory out of supply.
You need to be careful of that building. The starts from quickly white. If not careful, that can only take one more hit. So he gets out in time there. Titan's also got hit from the rear armor of the Pershing somehow. He's getting blasted by the 8-hit gun. 5th cal holding up the infantry support here. West side cutter point again struck here by Lemontart. Situation for Kaiser Tushkan here is tricky. I mean, he still has a good victory point lead of his opponent. He's also got a significant advantage in his infantry casualties. KD ratio there, but again, as I mentioned many times before by now, it doesn't mean as much when it's against the Americans. Because the way their economy works, it's kind of Soviet in a way. So they just aren't as bothered by like the significant higher casualties. Just on the left flank here. Place of the Flak Panthers of excellent vulnerability. 3 and 7 is 96. Tiger inching forwards. Ooh, nasty hit there. We might see the Bazooka team wiped out. No, narrowly escapes. Also worth noting, got a 4th Bazooka team out here for Lemontart, who is definitely keen on having as many Bazooka teams here as the Tiger as possible. And we can fold him. Alright, so get a nice flank at the 5th cal. Lemontart's right flank collapses. Flak Panther in the hoof up, and the 50 got two teams joining in the fun. Shredding here the Flak Panther's health. Total in the East Pershing coming in, Tiger tank covering the centre. Things are about to get, well, more and more company for Tushkan, who's finally going for a Marder 3 here to try and help tame the Pershing. Preferably bird up. Black Panther knocked out. Wasn't paying attention, maybe it was some pathing here, who knows, but Bazooka utterly destroyed it. Marder 3 has arrived. Still, not looking great here for Tushkan here. The Bazooka teams are, of course, proving to be an incredibly nasty roaming threat for his armor. Of course, it's not just the Tiger tanks, it's also the Marder. So, a lot of problems here for Tushkan on the horizon. Pershing from the west, which got the Tiger as the Bazooka about to get them wiped out. Bazooka team shattered. In the center here, we got the Pershing on the flank, engaged on the Marder 3, and it's packed 40. And there. Until unleashed here. Wow, calling in the big guns here on the center, looking to clearly sort of spread out Tushkan there. Also need to get out of the Pershing here, definitely. Oh, obliterating, there you go, Flak 30 down. Pawnee's getting suppressed and pinned by nearby 5th cals there.
We have lost control of the victory point.
Pressure on Tushkan is mounting here as Lemontart refuses to turn down the volume. 3 72. Tushkan still enjoys a nice victory point lead, but well, that and the casualty lead, but it's a casualty just in reality isn't quite as impressive as it would be. The victory points, I mean, if it just gets destroyed one after too much either. Martyr down again. Needs support here, need to screen it so the opponent can't just drive at it with bazooka teams. So, definitely a bit of an awkward development here for Tushkan. He might be able to disadvantage the Martyr by taking out the bazooka team here with a bit of luck from the Tiger Tank, and he does get it. In fact, his opponent's down just 2 bazooka teams, though he still has a Pershing, and he still has 4 50 cals, 3 of which have actually been got a half on the way there. Likely a second half on the way here for Lemontart. I'd be surprised if he went for the anti-aircraft half track, or maybe he's trying to go for a bazooka bus. We'll have to see, of course, what exactly here Lemontart's plan is, besides, you know, beating Tushkan into the dirt. Almost at the start of their wipe.
Commandant, we have surplus munitions to spend.
Bazooka needs to vacate the premises before the premises collapse on their heads. And the Grenadiers had tried off a Pentagon. They did manage it before a little assault there.
We're ready.
Pershing there withdrawing.
We should spend our munitions at once.
80 to 72. We've got plenty of munitions here for Tushkan. I mean, he could use Blitzkrieg, he could use Breakthrough. In fact, he's going to quite like to use Breakthrough, which is an excellent ability. So, there, but ultimately haven't seen like any mines. I do think Tushkan here has kind of sold himself a bit short here, but not in good use of his munitions. It's definitely worth pointing out. They should point it out. Got an 80 by 72 here. Tushkan maintains the lead in terms of victory points. It's getting tougher with every moment. Go back to bleeding out his opponent.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
He's from West Wing, got bazooka teams ready. Tiger Tank shoots. Pershing up the sneaky shot, the Tiger Tank side armor hit. Side armor hit. West side, Glenn going for the sprint here. Diving in against the flank of 50 cal, forcing away this against the east side. Pioneers though are on the other, unable to sprint past the 50 cal, and they're quickly pinned down. Center Tiger Tank hold up here against the American advance. The certain teams and Pershing they're engaging frontally there. Glenn going for the flank. Tiger Tank trying to shot off here. Engineer squad white trying to prepare the Pershing. While it's in the fight, definitely slipped there by Lemontart. Previous mistake. Gets replacement. That actually gives Tushkan a chance to knock out the Tiger Tank. If we were to go for it now, particularly with Blitzkrieg, I'd say actually has a very good chance at it. But again, it feels like here Tushkan just allows the opportunity to slip through his hands. Blitzkrieg, come on Tushkan, Blitzkrieg! Blitzkrieg! Pedal to some metal!
Marder, tank destroyer is ready for combat.
Man, that was such, I think, a close chance to wipe here for Tushkan against the Pershing. That could have won in the game there, honestly. So, definitely, I think that was a big mistake. And he could use Pop Blitzkrieg, rushed in there, knocked out the Pershing, then gotten out there pretty fast. So, very good there for Lemontart. Very lucky that Tushkan, for whatever reason, has just decided not to get the job done. Martyr out here for Tushkan now. But will he ever truly be given like an opportunity like he did there before? And even then, like he's repairing it pretty close to the front, and so theory Tushkan might discover that he could punish Lemontart. In theory, then when he will do it, he's causing another match entirely. 251 versus 48. Blocked the 2T against Lemontart. All 3 points neutral. Triple decap. Martyr's on the way.
We have our adversary.
And Martyr being knocked out here by Pershing. 140 versus 48. Well, Kaiser still leads. Well, Tushkan still leads in terms of like infantry caches, vehicle caches on there. He is significantly behind his opponent. Moving in here. Probably should go for more engineers to just fix up this Pershing faster. Starstorm ace moving forwards, right in front of the Pershing and the A-ship out there with unsurprisingly harsh results. They're getting completely pulverized there. In fact, he's about to lose them, he does retreat them now. Oh, got him, Himmel. Complete waste of ardent elite assault infantry. With nothing to show for it. That was a complete waste of a Tushkan. Utter waste. Not the fifth gun there.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Fire there. Not in trouble. There we go, Ace Tiger. Another martyr down.
Out of contact.
Committing the Pershing despite only being at half health is a bit risky there for Lemontart, though, of course, at the same time with only 48 points left.
Alarm.
Does have to take some risk, but there you go. More units away, finally. Ace Tiger there. Could also be a significant threat to the opponent if the looks nice correctly
We are
here.
down to 200 points.
1948, almost got the Bazooka team there. Pershing going for the flank. Another martyr here for Tushkan. 188 to 48.
Marder, tank destroyer is ready for combat.
And he's going for the Pershing. Tiger is heavily damaged here. West side grenade is pinned down, forced to retreat. Find the Panther pass here. Oh, grenade assault. That's going nowhere very quickly here. Just waste munitions for Tushkan. Not this really. Staff and munitions. It's still not really utilizing anything else. I guess it's something like using the munitions even most poorly. Ace Tiger there rolling in 155 versus 48. 46 versus 48. And 37. TIE tank. He's exposed to silent rearm to a grievous extent versus opponent. Lucky didn't become a rear hit there, but still not ideal there for Tushkan. His Lemontart. Definitely sense of panic. Got the extra tournament popped off in the Tiger tank. Almost got the Tiger there Pershing at ace level as well. And gets the Tiger tank here. Mark's not getting out of that. I think it is GG that Tushkan loses. That was definitely a bit painful to watch. They definitely, I think, at some points, definitely had some advantage, but every single time it seems like Tushkan just either failed to exploit the opportunity, just threw it away there. And to the end, allowing Lemontart just claim victory. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. This is Imperial News, and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.